Well, speaking of stupidity with a large platform, the Pod Save America bros had a very I thought they had some salient points to make about who they think Jen has the best idea regarding our future, supposedly, healthcare system in the way that it should be. Colin, would you please cue
I know I'm going to just roar.
Yeah,
I can't even fast it. And this is real, right? This isn't like an onion thing.
Oh, this is
part of what happens when you end up only debating, when the debate becomes about are you for single payer or against single payer, is you don't have other debates. A debate like, should we lower the Medicare eligibility age to 60? How about that?
Or I was going to say, to your point about people liking Medicare so much, I think that the plan offered in 2020 that was both the best plan but also the most politically palatable plan and that most people liked it was, remember Pete Buttigieg proposed Medicare for all who want it?
Yes.
And so basically it would allow anyone, if you really want Medicare and you want to be covered by Medicare, you can choose that. And if you really don't want that and you really want your private health insurance plan, you can choose that. And the idea would be that Medicare would be so popular that more and more people would buy in, and we would eventually transition to a system where Medicare covers everyone.
There's a lot of, yes, that was a sort of a form of a public option. But like, you lower the Medicare, like, you know, the public option was killed from Obamacare, and it was killed by a bunch of senators. They all hid behind Joe Lieberman. It was killed by a bunch of people. But one thing that Joe Lieberman personally killed was the Medicare buy-in for people. And that was just a policy to help. Like, if you were between the ages of 60 and 65, that is where your health, you're not yet in Medicare, but you still are in the age where you're starting to have more and more health problems. It's an extremely expensive group to insure. If you get laid off when you're 58, it's incredibly expensive. Like, there's a huge bunch of problems that happen there. And Joe Lieberman personally killed a Medicare buy-in. But like, if we could get the Medicare age down to 60, it costs about $25 billion a year, a tiny, tiny fraction of the budget. And that alone would bring healthcare costs down for fucking everybody just by dint of getting this pool of expensive people to insure off. But like, these are the kinds of things I think we should be talking about, like simple fixes that get us on the road to Medicare for all. Because if Ro Khanna said, like, you're not surprised by the reaction. There's an incredible amount of anger and antipathy towards health insurance companies. We should target it. We should direct it towards a political aim that could actually help people as soon as possible.
Well,
wait. I have a question. Yeah, pause it, Colin. I don't watch this, so I don't know who is that douche canoe? Not him, the other. Who are these morons? Like, do people listen to this? Like, what is this show?
Yes. So apparently these guys, one is named John Favreau, the same spelling, but not the same.
Okay, because I'm like
not Mr. Star Wars John Favreau.
Okay.
And the other guy, his like primary partner is Dan something or other. All of these guys were part of Obama's, I guess, like inner circle.
Okay, because I was gonna say, like, if we were on our show, I'd be pushing the bootlicker alarm like minutes ago.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, they're totally.
So are you talking about that they sort of put out there that like somehow Pete Buttigieg had such a good idea about Medicare for those who want?
Oh, yeah, no, they're definitely.
Okay, how much longer is this? Because I could definitely say something about what they're talking about is so stupid.
Oh, don't worry.
I need to send Steve Grumbine needs to go talk to these two.
By the way, Colin, we're going to measure this in the audience because one of our most famous political celebrities is going to make an appearance. So I'm going to give the audience the opportunity to choose. You've got Bill Clinton, you've got Bernie Sanders, and you've got Donald Trump. So start thinking about who you want to see as we are going to wind down the show very soon.
And I have no opinion because he's not sitting next to me. So I don't care if he's Bill Clinton. He's not going to be able to touch me and give me the heebie-jeebies. So gross.
It definitely started with that.
So is this clip, how much longer is this clip?
Let's finish it out, Colin.
Majorities in Congress and Democratic president, we'd get a public option. We didn't last time around, even though Joe Biden proposed it, because we had Kirsten Sinema and Joe Manchin. If we had won the Senate this time around and won the House and won the presidency, then we'd be talking about a public option for a second term.
And these should be part of the, like, when we talk about, like, what are Democrats for? We spent a long, what is our big agenda for the future? Like, these kinds of big changes.
Who are these kids? Who are these kids? Which parents? Who are your parents? I need to know who did this to you. Who did this to you? Of course, I can imagine Reese watching this and like cowering and being like, "Oh my God, my mom's crazy."
This is my
But, like,
generation. Actually, it's my generation.
it's pathetic. So those are millennials?
Yeah, I think
Figures.
so.
Friggin'
I think so.
millennials are useless.
Actually,
So
I think one of them may be Gen X.
okay. Well, this no. Do not. Neither of those people are my tribe. So let me say the problem with the concept, just for anybody interested in this, because the idea that, well, we'll have the Medicare for people who want that, but then we can have the rich private rich health insurance for the people that want that, and then everybody's happy. No. You know what that is? That's the healthcare two-state solution. It don't work. It's not real. It's make-believe. It's a fiction. And I'm going to tell you why it's a fiction. Because once you have a two-tiered system, you inevitably are going to have to funnel. What they are going to do is funnel the people that have the most issues onto the public system to crush the system. And it will end up exactly where we are right now with private insurance. No, it doesn't work. We don't have tiers. That's a caste system. You could go live somewhere with a caste system. Maybe that would be for those Pod Save America privileged little brats. If that is the idea that you can have a two-tier health system is, to me, it really is. It's a health insurance equivalent of a two-state solution. It's absurd. It can't work. And it completely discounts all evidence and human nature to the contrary. That's what that does.
Colin, can you pull up that comment from Gasperencia? Gasperencia? It's a little long comment. Yeah.
Oh. So I'll read it. It says, "Hi, Jen. I'm in Plantation, which is where I live, guys, in Plantation, Florida.
In case anybody's thinking of coming for you, Jen, just...
Yeah, I don't care if people don't have Plantation. There has been a lot of violence in South Florida since the election. We knew the problems in America, but no campaign addressed any of it. I recently quit a job as a Florida licensed ACA health insurance agent because it isn't, I don't see what the rest of it is. It isn't, yeah. I don't know. I mean, I honestly, I wasn't aware that there's been. Oh, it isn't close to what we need. Oh, no, not even. It's ridiculous. It's a scam. And I don't fault people in that business that are trying to make a living as agents of it. I don't fault those people at all. I've known people that sell insurance and do that because they can make a living doing it. That's not on them. That's just working people. And yeah, I mean, I would imagine it would be difficult for somebody who knows like the evil of this to then also be selling it. I can see that would be hard, but I don't begrudge anybody who does that.
Just the idea that they are pushing Buttigieg already. I mean, we said that they would. I mean, we said that they would definitely be pushing him.
They said, okay, we got to get Hillary back into the White House somehow. She has to finish the job. We got to get Hillary back in there. So they don't like Hillary. So we'll try. Okay, here's Kamala. Let's try Kamala. You know, we'll try that. Here, she's black. She's Indian. She's a woman. It's okay. Okay, you guys don't like her. You don't like her. Okay, let's try Hillary in a gay man suit. You guys like Pete? You like the gay man suit? That's, yeah. I don't know. And I don't think it'll sell. I think he'll go over about as well as she did. And the truth is, once stuff starts coming out about him, just like it does about her, and he comes off as elitist and disgusting as he does. And by the way, let's not forget that as Secretary of Transportation, this is the same piece of I know I can curse, but I kind of don't want to. I kind of want to be good about this. So this is the same guy that essentially his response to the infant formula shortage was essentially let them drink water. We live in a capitalist society, right? Yeah. No, that's not going to, that kind of personality, that kind of elitist personality is going to basically turn off people in the same manner that Kamala does. It is.
If the Democratic Party has taught us anything, is that they're not going to change, which is why today we saw the report that apparently Mr. Fetterman himself is already considering the prospect of running for president in 2028. We all know that his gubernatorial counterpart, Mr. Shapiro, is definitely planning on running for president in 2028.
Also horrible, by the way. Both horrible.
Absolutely.
Both horrible.
Buttigieg, watch out for him running for governor of Michigan next year, guys. That's what you got to pay attention to. But
But it's not like that's a better option either. There's no better option there either.
Yeah.
If he's running against her, she's a complete piece of crap. So where do you win? You can't. They're just, I mean, we'll have to talk. We'll have to have like a separate pity party for the people of Michigan when this happens for them.
I think we need to remind people of exactly why the Democratic Party is where it is today. What do you think?
Well, you always, I mean, so is that it? You're going with Bill? Are we going with Bill?
Who do you think is appropriate for today? I've gotten mixed responses from the audience. I don't have any.
I don't want to be the one to pick. I mean, I'm fine. Whatever you're kind of feeling like kind of goes.
Colin, who do you want?
I did a poll in the chat actually.
Oh, okay.
And out of 140 votes, 69% wanted Sanders.
Okay. There it is. And I got to tell you,
give the audience what they want.
And if Peter were here in person, I'd be so appreciative because that's the only one of the three that doesn't give me the heebie-jeebies because Peter kind of gets method with it. And it's kind of gross when he's the other ones. It is. Like when he's Joe, he'll try to smell my hair and it's just gross. Hi, Bernie.
Jen, it's very nice to see you, but of course I'm not here to just talk about the news of the day. Just remember that I still support a single-payer universal health care system. That is the only way that we are going to solve this health crisis here in America. I hope all of you are all doing well this evening. But I also came on here to let everybody know that if you care about independent journalism as much as I do, our constitutional rights are being eroded all the time. Make sure that you are subscribed, that you have hit the like button, that you've commented, but also, very important, that you go to statuscoup.com/join and you sign up to become a supporter of a real, on-the-ground fighter for the rights of all working people, Jordan Chariton, Status Coup. That is very important. But I also came here to let everybody know that I do, in fact, support Luigi Mangione. Eventually, somebody was going to come along and have to take matters into their own hands. I have been fighting endlessly for many years on Capitol Hill and getting nowhere. And I do not want to see the last years of my life not see the trajectory towards a universal healthcare system go by the wayside. So, Mr. Mangione, I tip my hat to you for doing what was necessary. These greedy corporations led by United Health are taking advantage of everyday Americans and making them pay an exorbitant amount of money for services that should be part of our everyday lives, not ones that we have to pay extra for. So support single payer, support Luigi, or free Luigi, as the kids have been saying these days, but also make sure that you support Status Coup News. Go to the website, give them a few bucks. I know I'm a little light in the pocket and I don't really have a lot to spend, but I'm kind enough to give Jordan the amount of support that I can. I am here promoting his channel. Hopefully this will get out to a lot of people and they continue to support the channel. I mean, that's the idea. So for those of you who are here, again, I'm sorry I didn't become president in 2016. That is what should have happened in this country. And obviously we're living in an alternate timeline where things are really, really bad. But in the meantime, never forget that we are in this together. It is not me, it is us, and it is on each and every one of you to continue this fight. So do what you have to do. I am not suggesting you take matters into your own hands, but some people are going to do what they have to do. And that's it. Happy holidays, happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, Kwanzaa, all those wonderful things. Nice to see you all. Keep up the great work.
Thanks, Bernie. And like what I was saying before, honestly, about the level of violence being determined by the oppressor and not the oppressed. And at the end of the day, I'm not a pacifist. And look, according to international law, people that are occupied are allowed to resist that occupation by any means necessary to get self-determination.